What is up, folks? Welcome to the 9/11 podcast where we ask the tough questions. Did Tom Cruise do it? Wait, sorry, this is the wrong one. This is Hobos With Homes. I'm Danny, and this is my best bud here, John.
How's it going?
Do you have the hooch? I got the hooch today. I'm drinking a
I
little.
got me a Sam Adams here, something like something.
That's nice. I know you got some food. What are you eating over there?
Got me a chicken parm hero that
Ooh.
they decided that it was gonna take an hour and a half to get here, so got something to look forward to after the show.
At least you got it, and someone didn't take a bite out of it.
Well, I don't know. It remains to be seen. I haven't opened it yet,
Oh, okay. So we
so keep your fingers crossed for me, boys.
awesome. I think we are gonna try to keep this episode gaming centric. Tis the season of too many games, two new systems. I know you got the PS5, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I got none of them. My friend Sneaky was kind enough to hook me up with some cash to get Miles Morales for PlayStation 4. Did you? I think you played some of it on PS5, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, I guess we could jump. Just jump right into that. I mean, because I beat it already.
I know. I saw that. I was like, oh shit. I mean, I heard it wasn't that long of a game,
No, not compared
but
to the original. We all
right.
knew that going in, and honestly, it didn't feel short, even though I beat it so fast. Like, I felt like there was a lot of content in it. Like, I ended the game with 95%, and there was like still some collectibles to get.
Right.
But I really didn't want to go get those tech chests, especially when they were like in bases. I was like, forget this. Like, I already a
Yeah,
lot. Go ahead.
that's kind of the way I was in the first one. Like there's you can go and get all these different types of tokens, challenge tokens, and you know activity tokens to unlock like every single suit or whatever the case was. But usually in games like that, I don't ever really go 100%.
It depends on the game. I think 100% the first one. I think there was like a costume you got if you 100% it. I feel like I did. I don't know. I have to look at my trophies. I know 100% Batman Arkham Asylum when it first came out because that game, like, especially with the Riddler
That
trope,
I did.
yeah, especially with the fact that you got the Riddler taunting you the whole game. You're like, nah, I'm gonna get you, bro.
True. True.
And that was such an amazing payoff. But anyway, we're talking about Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and I like the game. Like, it was, I like loved it from beginning to end, especially the beginning. The way that game opens up, it opens up so strong and so hard. Like, it slows down a bit. I feel like the story. I won't spoil anything, but I feel like the story kind of rushed through the beats. If it was like a regular, like how the original Spider-Man was length, because I felt like you were finding out like twists and turns so fast. It's like, oh, this and then this, and then I'm like, oh, all right, fuck, this is going fast. I don't know. I just really like the game. Like, what? How are you feeling right now about it?
I the game is fantastic. I mean, right from the very start, like you said, it puts you in the game. Right right from the start, it plays tremendous. It feels great. The story, right from the jump, is fun. It's engaging. You can tell, it's not surprising because the first one was had those similar traits, but you could tell right from the start that it was that had a lot of heart. It was gonna be a everything from the first one. Just it feels like it carried over,
Yeah,
and it just feels like just everything from part one just maybe an enhanced. Like I think it's fantastic playing it. Like I don't know how it is or what the difference is so much outside of graphics, obviously.
Yeah, how is it on the
But
PS5?
you know, one of the things, one of the things is the controller for the PS5.
Oh yeah.
It is such a vital part to the system, to the console. It is such a vital part that I feel like the experiences with on the console itself obviously can be different from the PS4 to the PS5,
Yeah.
but the controller itself it's it really there's so much to offer. Like I've never ever have felt a controller like this before.
Yeah, like it's night and day between generations, right?
This is the first controller that I honestly have ever touched that made me say, "Whoa!" Like, okay,
You know,
this,
you know, I'm gonna have to put that Matrix wool in there now.
like like when I first picked it up, I said, "Oh man, this controller feels really really good." But once, and the first thing I did, I forgot where I saw it, but someone gave a recommendation playing Astro's Playroom, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Playing that first because right from the jump, it's going to give you a lot of pretty quickly going to show you what the controller is all about. So I decided to do that, and yeah, like whether it's you're in water or there's wind blowing or you're in sand or just you really feel. I don't know how they did it,
I thought you were
but
gonna
you
say you.
really do.
I thought you were gonna say you really feel like Spider-Man.
Like you feel those effects, you feel the environment, you feel like there's things that make the triggers a little harder to press down on.
Yeah. Do you feel that when you're web slinging or
When you're web slinging in Miles Morales, you feel like there's an extra life to whipping around and to whipping around the city and flipping around and gripping onto something and moving forward and web slinging and shooting the web slinging, fighting. There's just a it's hard it's hard to explain, but
you got to feel it.
exactly, it's hard to say, to describe how something feels. you know you won't you won't really fully understand at any time something like that is anytime that's the situation
Wait,
when you have to feel something to understand.
yeah, well, from you, from my friend Sneaky to my friend here, I mean, it's like A plus across the boards for that controller. Like everyone's just like, wow, this controller, like the effects that it has. Like someone described on Mega 64 when he was taking the train in Spider-Man, the vibrations of the tracks were
Yes.
on the controller. Like it was such a crazy feeling. And I was like, "Oh
Yep.
my god!" Like I really wish I could. I mean, if I ever do get a PS5, I'll probably replay it on
Oh, for
just
sure.
to get that feeling. But like, hopefully this weekend I could visit my friend here who just got his PS5 Monday, because I really wanted to try. I definitely want to see because it's the thing that you won't get that doesn't do it the PS5 justice is watching other people stream or YouTube it, because you literally have to see it on like a 4K
Yes.
TV,
Yes.
like to see that high definition, that major
it oh
difference.
it is beautiful. It really is like watching or playing an animated film. That's just how beautiful the game looks.
Yeah, then
uh,
there's something I noticed, and I'm curious if you noticed it with the PS5 games, where you can choose between, was it performance mode and
yes,
what's the other one? I can't remember.
performance mode, and I think
Fidelity or graphics?
yes, I think fidelity.
Okay.
think that's what it was called.
Which one did you end up choosing?
Performance.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I would have done the same.
I feel like I have a 4K TV. I have a PS5. I might as well just take advantage of it.
Have you tried switching it to fidelity to see if there's like a difference?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I will. I do want to see what the difference is,
Mm.
but I do plan on doing that.
Well, I want to get more into PS5, but I do want to say something about that I really liked about Miles, and it's something that we touched upon, I think, in our last episode.
Yeah,
Was
I'm gonna have more to say about Miles Morales. It's just that I'm still kind
yeah,
of like not fully. I don't think I don't even think I'm halfway through it yet, just because I've been busy a little bit.
no worries. And I look forward to talking. I do want to mention, and I know you probably felt it by now, is just like the representation of that game. The fact that he talks in Spanish, the fact that he's in Harlem, the fact that you see the Puerto Rican flag. I
Oh yeah,
like I really dug that. Like I don't know, if maybe it's just living here in white apocalypse here. But like in New York you have all this representation, and here is just like white dumpy people. Um
no, I fully agree. One of the cool things was um uh when you first go into his grandmother's house and you see, you get the Puerto Rican flags.
mhm.
His mom is cooking pasteles and arroz con dules,
Yeah.
and you got the coquilla on the fridge. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, really I really like with these games, and you definitely touched upon it on the 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 lightheartedness, the way they like pull at your heartstrings. Because
Yeah.
as you play further, they do something similar to what they did in the last game, and I think it's just a Spider-Man thing where I feel like Peter Parker always has a relationship, even with his villains before they become villains, and that's why it's always like
Yes.
a struggle for him to have to fight them, because he's trying to save them at the same time, you know. And I
Yeah,
really
I
like
agree.
that they keep this in the games, and I really like with Miles that you do a lot of missions that are in his neighborhood, so you kind of feel like that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, you know. And
That's a cool thing.
yeah, I really dig
I
that. And I hope they explore that more in the sequel. Like I like that you have the little Spider-Man app, and you just scroll through it, and you kind of pick and choose what you want to do. And I really like that. I hope they do that with Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man whatever.
yeah, that would be cool.
I,
I
I
like that they did that though.
I really want them, like I feel like they got the combat, they got the swinging, they got the story, they got all these mechanics locked solid, right? And I want them to experiment more in part 2, where it's more of sim like maybe I don't want any more missions where you walk sneak around as Mary Jane or as a random human, but I would like missions where you're Peter Parker. I like the parts where Miles, where you're in the apartment like you said, and you go around looking at stuff, and you got to choose the
Yes,
record.
I
And
like
like
that too.
I feel like maybe they should add dialogue options. I don't know, like I want more of that human
They
side
could
too.
elaborate on that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
So yeah, I
I would
really,
like that too.
and I like like Miles as a character. I told like people forget that
I love Miles.
oh yeah, I mean,
You can't not root for him.
I'll be honest. When they announced him for the comic years ago, I thought it was just this silly kind of like cash grab thing to be like, hey, here's a black Spider-Man, you know. And then when
Right,
I finally read it, and I mean, in the Ultimate, he started off in the Ultimate Universe, which was not the main Marvel universe. It was like this, like more
right.
rebooted Marvel young kind of hip universe. I don't even know if it's still around, because they've constantly tried to end it, and Miles is like the only one to survive it and go to the main Marvel universe now. Um,
Right.
but when they introduced him, not only did they introduce him, they killed off, Peter Parker. you know,
True.
and that's something you see in the animated movie, but that's not something you see here. I mean, I don't think this is big of a spoiler. Peter Parker doesn't die, because there is going to be a
Yeah,
part
yeah.
two. But I kind of
In
like.
the Into the Spider Verse, they cut like, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they I'm trying to remember. They all went back to their universes, right?
Yeah, like the Spider-Man in Miles's universe died, the blonde one.
Right, right. And then the one the you know
The
the one
train.
that broke up with Mary Jane, yeah, the
Yeah,
train wreck.
dude, I fuck the worst dad Spider-Man is the best. Like, oh my god, I hope he comes back because
They're definitely gonna reconnect again in I would say in Spider Verse 2.
I hope so because he was just he was
It
amazing.
was awesome.
That- yeah, this game really made me want to like watch that movie again. But that movie is such an emotional like roller
Oh
coaster
my god,
ride.
so so many things, that movie. I mean, that'd be a whole nother we could be here forever talking about that, the
That
greatness
yeah,
of
that's
that
fair.
movie.
Because I went into that movie not expecting much. I was like, this is gonna probably be a mildly entertaining Spider movie, and I left that theater being like, that's the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, same here. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, a bunch of different Spider-Mans. I was like, oh, okay, just another animated superhero movie that
Yeah,
I'll catch whenever, whatever, whatever. Saw the movie and was just blown away. Couldn't stop thinking about it for the rest of the night.
yeah, same, same. I was just like, I need to see this movie again. But
Yep.
I yeah, I really enjoyed Miles Morales. I think everyone should play it. I don't think people should be alarmed that it's not. I would just look at it as an expansion, as a appetizer before Spider-Man 2, because I don't think. I mean, maybe Spider-Man 2 comes out next year, but I don't think it's gonna come out next year. I think we're gonna be. It's gonna be a year before we get Spider-Man 2, at least,
I agree.
and because I'm not again not gonna spoil anything, but when you beat Miles Morales, there is a mid-credit scene which I fucking missed. I realized this is probably the first year we will not have a new MCU movie, and it's some people are like happy about it, like oh finally a break, but me I'm just like I missed them so bad. I miss waiting through
I
credits
agree. Me
for an
too.
end credit scene, and like I totally understand that they do it too much, and then maybe they need to slow down a little, but what they hint at the end of this game going into part two is so exciting, so exciting.
I have to think, and I was thinking about this from the very beginning of the game, and just by some other superhero video games out there that we're seeing. I gotta think the next one is going to be a co-op.
See, I have mixed feelings about that. Um, I don't know. Like, I really dig just being Spider-Man, you know? And I feel like with Spider-Man, sure, he's done team ups. I feel like Spider-Man is he kind of shines brightest when he's on a solo mission because he goes through that struggle and like,
Right.
and I feel like, especially how this game ends. Again, I'm not gonna try my best not to spoil anything. It feels like Miles is his own Spider-Man with his own set of problems, and
True. True.
Peters is like, you know, and you're definitely going to see Miles in part two. How much of it you're going to see, I don't know, because the storyline they're hinting at that I think they pretty much kind of confirmed, but I don't like again. I don't want to spoil it. If you beat the first Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know of like Harry Osborn's in the tank, and they're pretty much hinting at Venom.
Yeah.
And I think what they're gonna do is they might flip the Venom storyline and maybe mash the Goblin storyline into one, where Venom either makes them into goblins or Venom is Venom. But the Osborns might be Venom. That's what I
If they
think.
do that, if we're getting like Venom and the goblins.
Well, I don't know if we're getting both. That's what
Well, okay, okay.
I want both. Like I because Osborn was such a big force, and Osborn's company you see a lot more in this game like is around. So you're just like Osborn's company has been around for like ever, and they have all this technology. So it would be very odd for him not to. But again, one of the iterations you've kind of seen with Green Goblin is that he transforms into like this Hulk monster, which I don't really like that much.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I like him.
Oh, wasn't that also kind of wasn't that kind of in Into the Spider Verse too, where he was like gigantic?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm not too big on that.
I want my Goblin,
On
glider
his hovercraft, flying
throwing.
around, throwing pumpkin bombs,
Yep,
bro.
we need that in the MCU so fucking bad. I know they can make that work
That's what
some,
I want.
but
I want him wreaking havoc with those pumpkin bombs,
hell
dude.
yeah. That's another thing I want to see more in these games that kind of frustrates me is that I want to have more fights in the city. Like when you're like in a chase through the city, it's so fucking
Yeah,
exhilarating that I feel
yeah,
like
it is.
they need to figure out a way that you can have fights with enemies in the city and it's like fluid. Like you're just like the combat in this game kind of felt more versatile. Like I felt like people were on different levels, like shooting at me at times, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And like some of the enemies like jump around from platform to platform or building sometimes,
True,
and
true.
I was like, whoa, like where they're going, especially with Miles's powers, and if they go down the Venom route,
Yeah, Miles. I agree. Miles definitely has the abilities. He definitely has the abilities to kind of like take on bigger groups of
yeah,
enemies in a maybe a more profound way than Peter Parker.
well,
I mean, Peter, Peter has his gadgets and that can do all that stuff too. But Miles with his powers that he has,
yeah,
the
yeah,
in the game as they call it, the Venom
yeah, the Venom.
powers. Yeah, which I was like, oh, that was an interesting decision.
Well, I think that was he called it in the comic that too. But I think they experimented with this game, and what I think they're gonna do is if they obviously Peter's gonna get the symbiote suit in the next game. That's what I feel is gonna happen, and
Right.
he's gonna have his own set of powers that are kind of similar to Miles, where he could take on groups of enemies. That's what I see. That
Oh,
but who knows? I also think that
that'd be interesting.
by the end of the original Spider-Man game, that he just had too many gadgets for me. Like he had so many gadgets,
Agreed. 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 Yep.
and like Miles had like four, and they all pretty much did a different thing that helped him out. So
I mean, I liked that he had, that Peter had those different types of gadgets. I do like, yeah, I would say maybe if they would have cut it down by two.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they were all unique, and that's what Insomniac is famous
Right.
for.
I know they love their gadgets and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what they're. Oh, okay. Sorry, I have Mortal Kombat playing in the background so I could grind for new stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just unlocked an old school background from my car. That is awesome.
Ooh.
I think it's looks like Mortal Kombat. Can't tell what level that is. That's pretty dope.
I'm over here waiting on a goddamn response from WB Gaming.
Well, hopefully you get it soon.
Gotta be
Um,
tight, bro.
yeah, we'll jump right into Mortal Kombat. I just want to touch on one last thing.
Yeah.
I fucking hate the new people graphics. Bro, I I understand that the face is based off the voice actor that does the voice instead of the motion capped actor, I believe, and that they changed it
Right.
because they're gonna try to do more stuff with his face with next gen. But
Right.
I sent you that comparison shot of that famous scene from the first game where he's
Yes.
crying to try to save Doctor Octopus, and
Yeah.
it's like Tobey Maguire trying to cry, like just it's just not. It just it just looks like a kid's face on an adult man's body. Just don't like it so much.
Yeah. I saw the comparison you sent me. Uh Listen, I didn't understand why. I mean, okay, so you gave us the reasoning for why they did it.
Hmm.
It still doesn't seem, I still don't understand it completely. I mean, is it that really, you know,
It's just really weird, and it looks like Tom Holland. It looks like a weird version of Tom Holland.
it does, and that's why I just don't understand. Not many games that I know of have had that happen, where where the person's face is just completely revamped into something else,
Yeah.
especially a game that's not old.
No.
That game came out in 2018, I believe.
It also feels like some executive at Disney was like, "Oh, that original face you have, it's kind of it's not that good looking." Because if you there's something I know that Disney does a lot is like cast good looking people in their roles. Like me and my wife checked out the live action version of Aladdin, and they made Jafar good looking, and I was just like, why is this dude like, why did they make Jafar good looking? It's the
Right.
weirdest thing, and I felt like they did that, and I don't know why, because A, Peter Parker's a dork, B, the face was not that bad. Like it looked like a human face, like it looked flawed, but
I had no problem with
yeah,
it.
like he didn't look
I don't think
ugly to
anybody had a
be.
problem with it.
No, it's really bugs it. I don't know. Like I'm maybe when I play the remaster, it'll grow on me. But after seeing that screenshot where he like I don't know, man. It bugged me.
I mean,
And
I'll be honest. I've already gotten past it. Right from the beginning.
I mean,
I kind of just gotten past it, whatever. But
I,
I do agree that the reasoning it just doesn't make it doesn't make that much sense to me.
I don't know. Seeing it in this game bugged me so hard. Like, thank God, Spider-Man wears a mask most of the time. So,
Right.
I don't know,
And he's
man.
not, and it's a Miles Morales game, so you don't have to like see him way too much. But
But
in the
yeah,
remaster, you'll
yeah,
have to.
yeah. And then it's fucking sequel. But yeah, you're right. It is really odd because like the last major character change in a game that I remember people freaking out about was Metal Gear 5 when they got Kiefer Sutherland to voice Snake, and everyone flipped the fuck out because it's usually David Hayter is the voice of Snake. But then if you play the game, you kind of understand why they did it, but still, it was a really odd decision on their part. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's. I mean, are you ever planning to play that?
Yes, I
Oh,
actually do want to play
all
those.
right. So I'm not gonna ruin it, but when you actually play it, you kind of understand why he changed the voice, but it's still odd.
There's way there's ways you can do things like that. It just has to be a good enough reason.
hmm
This Spider-Man one just doesn't sound like a good enough
No, it just looks
to me, in my
it's like an
opinion.
adult kid's head on a man's body. It just looks really weird to me.
It does. It does.
It just bugs me so hard because I
You know,
really.
especially when you come from when you played the game when it first came out. When you played it first. Anybody playing Miles Morales or the remaster without playing the original, they're not. It's not going to be no problem for them.
Right.
But for people like us, a lot of people, because again, this game only came out in 2018.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the Spider-Man game came out 10, 15 years ago. No.
Yeah.
This shit came out in 2018. So, uh, you know, so playing that and being completely fine with that Peter Parker, to then all of a sudden there was just, there was this decision to completely change his face, and then for the reason they gave, said, just kind of weird,
It
just
is.
kind of weird.
It's definitely like Disney and it's some higher ups kind of decision, I think.
Oh, 100%, 100%. That because of the odd nature of it, like the the timing and the reasoning, that this came from somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, speak about things that came out and something you touched upon. The Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate update came out yesterday, which launched with Melina, Rambo, and Rain, and the free next gen update to PS5 and Xbox Series X. Uh, I've been enjoying it. I don't know which character I'm gonna main yet. I kind of want to. I never really was crazy about Melina, and I don't know when this cult following of hers like started because like people really wanted her in this game. Like they were hounding Ed Boon on Twitter. Every
Oh
tweet,
yeah.
every tweet. Where's Melina? Add Melina. Where's Melina? Add Melina. And I'm like, were you aware of her popularity? Because like me as a Mortal Kombat fan, I'm like, when did this start? Like I didn't even know it was this hard.
Yeah, I don't know, but there was there was definitely a massive just outcry from Melina for this game.
Yeah, like
Massive. I
like.
mean, people were getting triggered, for at the thought that she might not be in this character pack.
Oh yeah, yeah. People, he was trolling people hard on Twitter. I love following him on Twitter because he trolls hard. He almost wanted to pull the what's the creator of Smash Bros. Be like, never ask me for anything again. I've put everyone in this game. People are like, "Where's Crash Bandicoot? Where's Master Chief?" And he's just like, "I'm just gonna go hang myself because it never ends." But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I feel that way with Ash in Mortal Kombat because he got teased. He got teased. He got leaked, and now
yeah, I
he's
don't know.
MIA. Well, I sent you that thing with Bruce Campbell. Someone asked him because
Oh
he was
yeah,
doing drive-ins recently. I don't know why. Crazy, but I mean it's drive-in, whatever. And he was just like, it's just a licensing issue right now. Like, you bring it to the company, and the company you bring it to, they're not sure about it. Meanwhile, you have all these fans that are like, come on, come on, come on, and it's just like, I mean, they are working on a new movie, so I feel like it would be
yeah,
a
they are.
good marketing thing. So I don't know, man. There's definitely, I definitely believe there's gonna be more DLC added. So maybe
Yeah,
we,
I think there is for sure.
yeah, hope. I
I think
mean,
at least one more character pack.
well, there's still the rumored character pack and story pack, that they might be adding. Like the fact that they updated it for next gen is a good indicator. I don't think they've ever. I mean, this is the first time games have been updated for next gen, at least for free.
Right.
So I think the fact that they did it. Have you tried it on the PS5? Is it like a difference?
I'll tell you right now. Graphics wise, it's listen. The game was beautiful on PS4 and Xbox
Yeah.
One. There was never so it to me it still looks beautiful. I haven't noticed a whole. I have to play it more,
Yeah.
to maybe like pay attention more to the graphics of it or
Does it
whatever.
load faster?
Oh, well, that's what I was gonna get to.
Okay.
Holy shit! I mean, the Mortal Kombat loads almost instantly.
Nice.
Like, I mean, like I was practicing with Rain, and I was playing like regular games with him. Selected the character, selected the opponent, and the game loaded. I think within like 5 seconds.
Damn.
Like as soon as I hit, selected the level, I think I counted to like five, and the game was like already like there, ready.
I need that.
It was just tremendous.
Is there what about the controller? Do they take advantage of any of the features? Is there like a
No, not that I've noticed so far.
yeah,
Uh, compared to compared to Miles Morales and Astro's Playroom, and again, those are really the only two made for PS5 games uh,
right,
I've I've played is Astro's Playroom and Spider-Man Miles Morales.
right.
I know Mortal Kombat is an upgrade. It is it is tremendous. If it does take like if it does I guess maybe I need to pay more attention, but if it did, I would have realized, I would have recognized it.
Yeah, I guess with a fighting
But
game, you don't want
yeah, I guess there's only so much they can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because kind of makes things a little bit difficult, I guess.
because
Or
I know some people probably play without vibrations. Like people have certain ways to play fighting games,
true. Yes.
and people just want the controller to be responsive.
True.
That
Kind of like how with Halo, my Halo days, I used to turn off vibrations.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that always used to feel weird to me, especially shooting a battle rifle, and not feeling that fucking vibration. Like needed that.
Right. Right.
But I think you told me to do that to SOCOM once, and it helped me. I think.
Yeah. I think Pete told me about that, and that was it Pete? Yeah, I think it was Pete.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
But yeah. Yeah.
that. Well, that's cool. I really wished I had gotten Mortal Kombat on the PlayStation. I doubt they'll ever figure out a way for cross play, cross transfers.
No, we can play it. Well, I think you mean okay, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, cross play, yeah. But I mean, like,
yeah.
I've unlocked so
Carry over all the stuff that you've done. Yeah,
like I've unlocked exclusive costumes for Combat League. You know,
true. I had looked that up before I bought it for the PS4 to see if I could carry over. Like, it was very light progress, but I still unlocked some stuff on the Xbox. And I had Googled that, and it said that no, you can't. That's not possible. I was like, oh fuck. Kind of suspected it, but I was like, oh shit.
yeah, yeah. Maybe one day. I doubt it. I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
I mean,
I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
I was kind of thinking like, like if you connect, like if you had like a an account that some games have, like uh, Capcom has their little linked accounts.
Yeah,
Uh,
Warner Brothers has it too,
right.
I think.
So I was thinking that maybe sometimes that could have been a situation,
I don't know.
but apparently not.
I'll tweet them maybe.
Yeah.
Because I'm shocked that they apparently with this update they also added the ability to use your own custom variations online with the tournament mode and Combat League. Because with Combat League, it would only let you use the tournament variations. But now
Oh yeah.
so yeah, I tweeted and I was like, "How the hell do you do that?" And they were just like, "Oh, it just goes based off whatever you have saved on your variation, like your variation character. Like you go in there, you change the name and you change the costumes and you change the moves. That's supposed to carry on to online when you play ranked or tournament or combat league.
Yeah.
Because I only play online when there's combat league. Because combat league, that's where you get the exclusive items and costumes. Or if you guys want to play or something. But playing for fun online, nah. But
True.
I wish playing online, Mortal Kombat Online was fun. It is more of a, it's stressful.
Yeah. I hear
Cause,
you.
Cause people, man, people be cheesy. There is no honor,
Oh, 100%.
and then every time you find a fight where there is like honor, it's like refreshing. But it's very rare. But
Yeah.
I'm digging the new update. I'm not sure who I'm gonna rock of the new characters. They're all pretty good. Rambo
Yeah. I got to
is
play with some of them. They're pretty good.
Rambo is oddly perfect for Mortal Kombat.
True.
Like
True.
he is so of that like silliness and that just like I like beat his because if you do the character tower on the first stage for whichever character, you get to see like the story ending for them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
So I did that last night for him, and it was it was pretty good.
I
uh,
got to see that.
yeah, you guys. I mean, just hearing Sylvester Stallone's voice in this game, the lines he says. Oh man, that I was just like, cause like I was streaming yesterday, and Alex hopped on. He's a huge Rambo fan, and he was just like, "Oh my god, that's from Rambo 4. That's from Rambo 1. That's from."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, because I barely watch the movies, and I was like, "Yeah, I know these."
Yeah, I don't remember too much from them.
Yeah.
I remember some stuff, not a whole lot.
But I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, the people behind these games are huge dorks. They're huge fans of these characters, and they have ton like I didn't even realize till today that his fatal blow is called Demolition Man. And I was like, "Oh my fucking god." I'm surprised they didn't sneak it. I don't know if they snuck in a Rocky reference.
That's
I
great.
haven't noticed yet.
Demolition Man.
Yeah, and
I wonder if that references from some of his other movies.
yeah, that's the movie Demolition Man. Oh, if there's other references, there's a movie called Expendables.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's great.
little Easter
That is
eggs,
great.
especially with the dialogue too. Fucking love the intros. I really love this game. I love that they're still updating it. I hope they keep updating it. This game kind of breaks my mind.
I agree.
It breaks my sense of reality sometimes because it's just so insane to see like Rambo getting arrested by RoboCop.
Did you did you see the somebody posted a picture on the Mortal Kombat Reddit? And
No.
when you do Rambo's fatality to RoboCop, and he pulls out his the his throat, the
Oh
esophagus,
yeah, it's like a cord.
it looks like a dildo.
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that. I did
it
that.
and it straight up does.
I
It
did.
straight up does.
Wow, I didn't.
I was like, oh fuck.
I did not notice that. That's hilarious.
You gotta take a peek at that. It's pretty great.
All right, because yeah, I did that yesterday, and his throat was like a cord. So I was just like, oh, look, it's a
Oh,
cord.
you gotta see it.
Oh man. So yeah, I think we're gonna keep it short. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the new Mortal Kombat update?
I would say that I'll have more to say on it for next week's podcast. The I've barely been able to play it because I've been running uh, around like a madman trying to figure out why the DLC, the character pack one, isn't transferring over onto my PS5. I don't understand it, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to get help from Warner Brothers. So that's kind of been triggering me. So I haven't been able to play too much of the new character pack or the game itself on PS5. So I think by next week's episode, I'll have beaten Miles Morales and played a shitload more of Mortal Kombat at PS5, amongst other things.
Yeah,
Along with, I think what we're gonna do some Christmas, cover
Christmas
some
tree.
Christmas topics.
Yeah.
Get the Christmas festivities rolling on in. You know,
So would you say you're happy with the PS5?
I am ecstatic.
Good.
I am over the moon with it. It makes no noise. You would never know you have a console on. The load times for these games are unbelievable. The controller is the greatest controller I've ever touched. There's not enough great things. I mean, the interface is beautiful. It's quick. There's no waiting. Everything is streamlined. You can customize a lot of things regarding the interface. You know, the quick shortcuts to things that you want. I really and truly cannot stress how amazing the console is. And mind you, this is launch. You know, we haven't even who knows what we're going to be able to what we're going to see in the future uh, for this console and the games out there. But I will say that this is probably the most impressed I've been with the next gen console. I
Yeah.
mean, then maybe I could ever then I can remember.
Yeah, does it
I'll
feel
just
like
say it
does it
say
feel
that.
like a leap? Does it feel like
It feels like a leap.
all right.
It truly does feel like a leap.
I can't wait to get my hand on the controller. Hopefully this weekend.
Dude, once you get your hands on it, you'll know what you know
You'll
what I've been trying to say.
you'll know the
How yeah, yeah.
you'll know the
Yep,
future.
yep.
Yeah, that's what someone said. I forgot what podcast or YouTube video. They were like they felt like the Xbox was good too, but it just felt like it was very streamlined. Like it had a lot of options. Like you could transfer all your games over real easy, and
Right.
it just felt like here's the next Xbox. While PlayStation 5 was like you turn it on, it's like brrr, a new interface, and the controller is like this is the next gen. Like
Right.
here's the new.
I completely agree with that. This feels the first day with it, I felt like I was in a new world. I felt like I felt like I was on the next level. You know what I mean? Like I felt I was on that next mind you, I wasn't high, okay? So I felt like I was on the next level. And one thing I got to say, I downloaded MLB, Rainbow Six, Mortal Kombat, Spider-Man Remaster, and I forgot the other. Ghost of Tsushima.
Toshiba.
Those games downloaded so insanely fast,
Nice.
it blew me away.
I that's what I like hearing is the loading and the downloads so fast. I,
Dude, I downloaded Ghost of Tsushima in 10 minutes.
that's insane.
10 minutes I downloaded Ghost of Tsushima.
That's insane, man.
And
Oh,
that game, I believe, is over 60 gigs.
yeah. The games in the late cycle of PlayStation 4, like especially like Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is like 80 gigabytes. Yeah.
Oh, that's another one. I gotta play. I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah, man. That's my game. I think that's my game of the year. I think it's safe to say that's my game of the year.
Let's you wanna play some Mortal Kombat either later or tomorrow?
Yeah, hit me up later.
I mean, I know Alex wants to play some Rainbow Six tomorrow, so we'll definitely do that. But I kind of want to play some Mortal Kombat also.
Yeah, if you don't mind playing on the Xbox, or you could try to do
I don't give a
crossplay.
fuck. Yeah.
I'll
I'm
go.
just trying to get down and have fun with the homies, bro.
I like that. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. Um,
Longer episode next week. We have a lot more things. I have a lot more to say, because I'm in the middle of it. The in the middle of Miles Morales. Haven't really get my. I don't have a full take on Mortal Kombat on PS5 just yet. So I have more to say. We'll have more going on next week. I think we're gonna give our. I think maybe we'll do our video game awards. Maybe give out awards. We could do that too.
oh yeah, I
Um,
was gonna wait till Cyberpunk came out.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll do that. We'll wait for that. Yeah, good idea. We'll wait for that. But we have Christmas stuff that we're also going to talk on the show. We might have a guest. We might have our boy Alex come on. Christmas festivities are going to roll in next week.
Yeah,
Um,
my man Alex
yeah, I
gotta
think we're
have
gonna have a
us on
lot
his
more.
shows.
True, he said it. He told us. I think we just gotta like figure out what would be the best episode depending on what the topic is that he's doing.
Wait,
I think he's gonna be doing a gaming one soon.
I told him play a lot of Mortal Kombat, and like we could talk because I'm a huge fan and I've been
Yeah.
playing it for years. Like I'm freaking met Ed Boon at E3. So
That's a good idea because then I told him to play that when he does it, he could talk about the PS5, and then we'll have played more Marvel and Rainbow Six at that before that. So then when he does have us on, we can talk about our experiences, like you said, Mortal Kombat, and then Marvel, Avengers, and Rainbow Six, and then whatever else.
yeah, it's looking like they're gonna talk about Kate Bishop tomorrow. For Marvel Avengers. Finally,
Yep.
some new stuff. But anyway,
Yep.
stay safe out there, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Uh, Follow me, Last Respawn everywhere. Twitter, YouTube's
Last respawn every. Follow me
everywhere.
at everywhere. Follow him everywhere. Follow me at JBGNYM on Twitter. That's the only thing for now, but I do plan on streaming through the PS5 starting, I believe, next week. Probably
Nice.
do some MLB, some Mortal Kombat, and the start of a single player game. I don't want to do Miles Morales right now just because I'm in the middle of it and kind of start streaming while I'm already in the middle of it. I'm like, it's kind of weird.
Did you get Demon
So
Souls?
no, I didn't get Demon Souls.
Yeah, if I had the money for PS5, I think I would get Demon Souls and stream it since I never played the first one.
I never played the first one either. I
Yeah.
played Dark Souls, but I never played Demon Souls.
I think I played Bloodborne. I think that's the only one.
Yeah, I played Bloodborne.
Yeah, so I mean that game looks amazing. I want to see that game in person.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting because I picked up Assassin's Creed Valhalla
Mm,
because it was on sale. I got it on Amazon for $50, and
all
that
right,
comes with a free upgrade to PS5.
nice.
So, but I gotta finish. I'm not starting Valhalla till a little later because I gotta finish Origins, and then I want to play Odyssey, and then I want to do Valhalla.
All right, all
But
right.
that'll take me some time to get through all that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to I think what I'm doing is I think I'm gonna play the single player of. I think I'm gonna do the Last of Us. Start that next week,
Yeah, you
just
got
so
it.
I could. Yeah, because I kind of want to beat that before we do our game awards.
Nice, yeah.
It only makes sense to
We got to come up with I guess different,
categories, I guess.
yeah, different. Because I just voted for the Game Awards award show.
Yeah,
Which is always funny when he comes out, he's always like missing games that just came out.
True,
Like he
true.
like he put Jedi Fallen Order in a category, and I was like, yeah, because you didn't have it last year. It just came.
That's horrible. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
He says it's not his fault. It's just the way of the business. Uh, But I mean, I'm looking forward
Hey,
to I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully to see some good reveals because he usually has some good.
yeah, me too, bro. That's gonna be a real. We should. You should. Are you gonna live stream it?
I don't know because I
If
always.
you don't, I mean, if you do, you don't. We should. We should be in a call while watching it.
Oh yeah. All right. That sounds cool.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well,
All right.
take it easy, man. Everyone's stay safe out there. Wear a freaking mask. Hopefully one day.
Wear a mask. Stay safe. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy Thanksgiving next week.
I,
For for the people that are.
yeah. Try not try not to go with too many family members to Thanksgiving. Oof. I think
Yeah,
people.
and
I think the news needs to like release a story that Santa Claus got COVID. Maybe people take it serious.
sadly, I don't think anybody's gonna. They're all gonna continue to do what they want to do. But hopefully, this vaccine comes out pretty quickly and stop dealing with these maniacs.
Oh, okay. I got a quick thing, real quick.
Yeah.
That my wife told me that was pretty horrifying. That she was reading a nurse's account, South Dakota, of how she was treating COVID patients that were in complete denial that they had it. That they literally would yell at her for wearing a mask because they were like, "I don't have COVID," and the nurses, even when their condition worsened, the nurses would be like, "Do you want to FaceTime your family because you know it's not looking good?" They would be like, "I'm gonna be fine. I don't have it," and they would literally die in denial.
What?
So,
Oh wow.
and let's end
Wow.
the podcast.
On that morbid note, have a good one.
Yeah, stay safe out there. You know, man. God damn, fuck. This has been Hobos or Homes. Where's the hooch?
We gotta think of a sign off.
Yeah.
This is Hobos with Homes saying. I guess we can have a different sign off every. You know what we should do, Danny?
You what? Stay classy,
Each
hobos.
we should do is
Uh-huh.
each each episode we'll bounce back and forth.
Uh-huh.
So like starting next week's episode, you sign us off with something completely
Random, yeah.
that you make up.
All right, I like it.
And then the next episode, I'll sign us off with something that I make up.
I like.
And we're just switching up every week.
I was also thinking if you know someone or if you can find like a music intro for the beginning.
Yes, yes. You
But
know what
that,
I could find some free DMCA free like 80s sitcom intro music.
oh, that would, yeah, send it to me. That would
Right?
be like we'd be like, hey, here's what Holmes, and then just play the music.
Yeah. And now, Hobos with Homes. And then some fucking sitcom 80s music starts playing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you like how I labeled it on YouTube? I was like, Hobos or Homes 3, Halloween holiday wine soup or something, toilet soup.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Because I was like, oh,
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
let's make
I'm
every
gonna
episode like a
find.
movie. Yeah, do it.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'm gonna look up some of those theme songs. I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna send you the top 5 that I find, and then I'm gonna send them your way. And you let me know what you think.
Yep, shoot my email. Sounds good. All
Okay.
right. So this is Hopeless Home saying anything could be a home.